left my waters somewhere. It's me here for your weekly. Actually, today's the new moon, so we're going to do new moon in Sagittarius readings for my Patreon babes. Let me write your names down so that I don't forget anybody. Aries, Friday. No, Aries ascendant. And enlightened. Okay. Enlightened, you're here. You are here. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. Did you have any questions that you wanted me to look into? We can start with you since you're here. But if you have a specific question, we can get into it. What up, Taiwanda? If you just want to know generally what this new moon is bringing to your awareness, we can do that as well. But today we're going to start with enlightened. Hey, you manifested me here. But we're going to start with enlightened today. So as soon as you let me know what the vibes are, we can get started. What's the theme? Today is the new moon in Sagittarius. So we can do like a general around what this new moon is bringing. Or if you had a specific question of your own, we can get into that since you are here live. This is, if you're not here from the Patreon, this is the Patreon live. We're going to start with all patron members, and then we'll do donations at the end if there are any people who are wanting a new moon reading. Hey, so it's a lunar return for you, meaning that you've completed an emotional cycle and you are beginning a new one. Whatever's clever. Okay, let's start with some tarot, and then we'll pull. At least tell me, do you prefer ancestors or animals? Because we'll pull one from those with the tarot. But what does enlightened need to know? The first one out is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is the Jupiter card. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So Mr. Sagittarius, this is for you. Your fortune is turning. The Wheel of Fortune, it talks about how nothing ever stays the same. Ancestors got you. So if you've been feeling like, okay, when is it my turn? When is it my turn? This Wheel of Fortune is here to remind you that things are constantly in flux and they are beginning to move in your favor. What else does enlightened need to know? Yes, this is about moving, leaving something behind and taking action towards your thoughts, what you've been thinking about doing. Now is the time to set your intentions around actually doing it, choosing to do it versus being forced to do it. So if you've been going back and forth about a certain decision, that includes you either staying where you're, staying where you're at or going somewhere different. I think it is time to choose something different or someone to, yes. We have the 8 of Cups. It's like, go. Then the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so these characters are kind of moving toward this feminine figure. So this could be about you choosing to pursue something new with your work, because this is about work. This could be about an individual. This is you moving forward, moving homes, moving toward certain goals that you've been setting. And if you've been feeling like, well, there's no energy around that, there could just be like one small detail that needs to be rearranged before like the whole puzzle is complete. I have to give you an update soon because you know all my little business. Yeah, something's happening here. So you're either leaving somebody alone or you're moving towards someone. And you know what you need to do when it comes to that. And it's also about adjusting some small detail that ends up making a large difference in the bigger picture. So I want you really to sit down today and to figure out like, what is the piece or the missing piece of the puzzle? And that's not to like sit and force anything to happen, but to create the intention of receiving that answer with the new moon energy, okay? Now, the ancestors, what is enlightened? Oops, that is the animals. Let's get the ancestors out. What does enlightened need to know from the ancestors? Okay. The first one out is the water guardian, and it says connect to your emotions. So your emotions have a lot of intuitive information. They have a lot of information about like what your actual desires are. So emotions are never something to suppress or to cut off. You got to honor them and then get the information from them and then use them to help magnetize what you actually do want. Okay, so don't shy away from any of your emotions, even though it's a lot easier just to like detach or to use escapism, things like that. But now is not the time for that. There's some sort of magic here, some information that you need to receive from tapping into your emotions, okay? And then the next one is the great teacher. Learn from your experiences. So whatever you've been through recently, again, it's all to teach you something. This is like the Jesus figure. So, and the Jesus sort of energy is like unconditional love. And, you know, recognizing that everyone is worthy, even the really effed up people, you know? So whoever the villain is in your story, you're supposed to be finding compassion for the lesson and for the role that they're playing in your life. And I like the number 3, so I'm gonna get one more for you. Spring says, see your seeds grow. So I can't believe it's December 1st. But by the springtime, life should be looking a whole lot differently for you due to the things that you are moving forward with today. The rabbit here is a symbol of fertility and abundance, of new life, successful transformation, and like overcoming death, hardship, endings. So not death as in anyone literal, but like, you know how with the winter things die and then they come back to life? So this is about you also having these certain endings that usher in new beginnings. So take your time today with the new moon energy to set your intentions around what is this thing for you specifically. And as for you, enlightened, we're going to move on to the other patrons. I have a reading to do after this. I also have 2 courses that I've linked in the description. They're 40% off right now. Renewal, yes. Only until the end of the day on Monday. So there's an Open Your Heart workshop as well as the Yoni Gazing and Massage workshop. Both of them are 40% off. The link is in the description of this video. There's also a link to the Patreon. So if you are watching and you're like, how do I get a reading? This is for Patreon members. I think it's like $11.11 a month. What up, the Rizzlers? And you get weekly readings as well as astrological insight throughout the week. So we're going to move now to Ren. What does Ren need to know, do, or understand? My other Aquarius, Ren. The new moon energy. All right, Ren. Ooh! We got the Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. So this is showing that as you get even more focused on what it is you're calling in for yourself at this point in your life, the luckier you are. So the more decisive you are, the more that you take charge in your life, the more that you put yourself first, the more you receive, the more you win. And this will require you to leave certain things behind or certain ideas behind. You may need to pivot when it comes to work or relationships or your larger vision for yourself. But the pivoting is not something to be sad about. It's just information, right? To help you be the most successful version of yourself. I'm going to pull an animal card for you, Ren. Okay. Chameleon, it says act as if. So act as if you already have what you want. This is the law of assumption. Taiwanda, this is for the Patreon members. Everyone else, you got to send a donation or join the Patreon. So the acting as if is using the law of assumption. How would I feel if I had everything that I wanted right now today? And really allow yourself to feel into that feeling. If I was a millionaire, if I had a mansion, if I had that dream vacation or the dream relationship, what would I be doing? How would I be thinking? How would that feel? So spend as much time as you can in that end result. That's what the law of assumption is, regardless of the 3D, regardless of what your life looks like externally. What if you had everything you wanted right now today? And you can access those emotions now, regardless of the fact that you might not actually have all the things that you're imagining having. Your imagination doesn't know the difference. So that is for you, Ren. Next, we're going to go to Amanye. What does Amanya need to know with the new moon? Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. What you're up against right now is going to require a lot of energy from you. Okay, your job is going to be not to get lost in the sauce. Don't get lost in the work. You need to be present, take time out for yourself, but also don't allow yourself to get distracted by arguments. Yeah, it is a beautiful name. I love it. Don't get distracted by arguments. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone but an authority, okay? So if someone's coming in your life trying to have back and forths or drama, don't engage in it. You only have to answer to the people you have to answer to, if you know what I'm saying. So don't allow other people to waste your energy. You don't have to do a whole lot of talking, especially at this point where you've already said your piece, you've already said what your boundaries are. Now it's time to stand firm in those and to focus on what does require your attention. What can you do that's productive? Okay, then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So there is some masculine and feminine energy around you that are here to help you feel safe, taken care of. You could be getting more money at your job, getting a better job, getting money or donations from people around you. This is also a reminder to focus on your money, focus on your future, focus on the things that you're building for yourself. Let's see, let's get an ancestor card too. What I like about both these cards is they're so at peace, knowing that they're taken care of, knowing that they have everything that they need. If you look at the expression on their faces, they're not worried about anything. And that's the same sort of energy that you need to create for yourself. Yes, there's chaos, but you can still be like the peace that you need. You can still create peace for yourself by choosing where you are putting your energy, where you're focusing, and who you are allowing in your space. What does Amanya need to know? Okay, yes, we have the Shield Maiden. She is protecting herself with her sword and her shield. She's very focused. She knows what she wants moving forward. She's a warrior. She's not giving up. She's not shying away. This one says, make plans and focus. So just what we were saying, you cannot let circumstances get you off of your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. Yes, you do need to heal. Yes, you do need to rest, but also don't let these external voices throw you off, okay? All right, that's Amanye. Next, we're going to Gemini Rising. Let's see what Gemini Rising needs to know, do, or understand. Hey, we have the star. I think this came out for you another time. Aquarius season is very important for you, and your Aquarius house in your birth chart is very important. So I want you to reference that Where do you have Aquarius? Because this energy is being highlighted for you. There's a wish fulfillment here. This is like you being vulnerable enough to ask for what you want and to believe that you will receive it. This is also a lucky time for you. So know that the things you put your energy toward right now, we also have the Justice card. You will be receiving the benefits of the fruits of your labor. So this is about karma, justice, the law, getting what you deserve, finding balance. And here with the Star card, I really like this energy of like you getting what you've been asking for. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Okay, that's like 6 cards. Let's see what comes out. Okay, now that's 3. The first one is the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Trust your intuition. Get into your healing bag. Like, what is your special medicine to the world? And do more of that. We also have the Lady. It says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So definitely this is like Empress energy. It mirrors the Star card energy, you receiving something that you've been asking for, or maybe you haven't been asking for it and you just randomly receive some abundance or a beautiful blessing. The next one is the Arrow. It says, surround yourself with protective energy, because as you begin to grow spiritually and receive what you've been asking for, you cast a bigger net. Your energy casts a bigger net. You catch people around you that don't necessarily need to be there. So as you become a bigger magnet, you also need to have stronger boundaries to protect yourself and your abundance from any external people or situations or thought patterns or energy that seeks to like throw you off. Okay. Let's do Shani. What does Shani need to know, do, or understand with the new moon? Shani, we got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Somebody wants you. Somebody wants you romantically. Somebody wants you on their team. Someone wants to be your friend. Someone wants to bring some new energy into your life. And as you begin to receive these offers, it's important for you to compare the offers to what you've been asking for, okay? So sometimes we get excited because, so there's an opportunity that's knocking, but we have to remember you don't have to open the door for every opportunity. If you don't answer the door, a different opportunity will come around. So you really have to ask yourself, like, is this what I want? And if the answer is yes, great. But if the answer is no, don't be afraid to wait it out. Yeah, we have the Page of Wands. So it does look a little romancy. Someone could be wanting to connect with you and wanting to be in your energy more. I want you to be mindful of the pace that it takes. You don't want to move too fast. We are in Mercury retrograde. So whatever this is or whoever it is, take your time with it. Don't jump into anything. You can entertain it, but you want to make sure you're not putting all your eggs in one basket or allowing anybody else to snatch up your eggs. Yeah, you're meant to be focusing on work, focusing on what you're building for yourself. So you can have fun for sure, but don't get caught up quite yet. For anyone that's wanting to start something new, January would be a whole lot better. But who am I? Okay, last but not least, we have Aries. Oh, wait. I don't know if I did a ancestor for Shani. Let's do Shani ancestor card. And then we'll go to Aries rising. All right, Shani, we have surround yourself with protective energy, enjoy growth and reap rewards, honor your inner knowing, and also hold the space. This is the Hermit card. So you're not meant to make yourself overly available to anyone right now. So yes, this is just confirming everything I already said. You are the prize. You are growing in magnetism. You're catching a lot of people's attention. So enjoy that, bask in that, but don't let anyone claim you right now. All right, last one, Aries ascendant. Okay, we got the Death card. You are in some powerful, transformative energy right now, transmuting all of these endings to create the best possible new beginning for yourself. During these processes, when you're in the middle of the dark transforming, it can be really easy to doubt yourself or to doubt the plan or to have anxiety. Did I do the right thing? Am I going to be taken care of? Will there be anyone else? What am I supposed to do? It's really easy to get into that energy, and it's totally understandable because that transformation process can be really dark and really challenging and really scary. So this is your reminder though. Yeah, then we also have the Eight of Swords, not knowing how to move forward. So with this new moon, you can set your intentions around receiving the intuitive messages, because you cannot think your way out of or into what's next for you. Okay, this is not about your mental energy and like, I have to think of a plan and it's the mental versus the intuitive. Okay, and so I want you to get out of your head, get back into your body and back into your intuition. Okay, because your head is not going to help you right now. There have been some answers, some offers, some opportunities. So make sure that heart chakra is open. Okay, in both of these pictures, the individual's hearts are closed. So the way to receive that intuitive hit is to open your heart and listen up, because there is information that is trying to reach you, but you're thinking too much about it. You're thinking too hard. You're thinking like, I have to think my way out of it, when really you need to open your heart and listen for the answer. I want to do the animals for you. What does Aries ascendant need to know? We got 2. So the first one is the wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. And this is talking about like how everything isn't always going to be sunshine and rainbows. And we go through some difficult things. We go through challenges, but these challenges are meant to align us with our paths and to make us better in some form or fashion. Then we also have the turtle spirit that came out, and it says slow and steady wins the race. So you cannot force clarity. You cannot force your way forward. You need to understand that whatever this is may take some time, and that you have not been forgotten. You also are not being required to think your way out of this. You are meant to feel your way out of this, or feel your way through this. So be mindful of escapism, especially, because that's just a temporary thing. You want to make sure that you can hear what you are meant to hear. So spend some time in silence, spend some time being bored, spend some time without so much stimulation around you, so that you can receive whatever you are meant to receive intuitively. Okay, and I think that's everybody. I think that's everyone. So I'm gonna get ready to post this. I have a reading to get ready for as well. Just a reminder, if you haven't yet checked out the workshops, they're 40% off until Monday night. So Tuesday, let's just say Tuesday. So if you've been interested, this is the time to check it out. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.